Are we seeing a shift in the market? Are there gonna be a huge amount of foreclosures? Is the sky falling? Hey everybody, I'm Ryan Schramm, owner and broker of Ryan Schramm Real Estate here in San Clemente. Make sure and subscribe to my channel so that you can stay in touch with what's happening on the market and all things San Clemente. All right, so let's dive in. We talked about foreclosures last month, and I wanted to bring you all some hard numbers so that you can see a difference in what's happening now, today, August 2021, versus the market that was 2007 and 2008. So why is that even important? Just a little excerpt for you guys. I was down at Dana Point Harbor, I was walking, there's a walking trail there, and I was crossing the path, and it was a week or two ago. And it was like the third time I heard a couple of ladies who were walking along, just friends, and one of the ladies said, you know, all those people who took advantage of forbearance, they're gonna lose those homes soon. And it was like the second or third time that I just heard something like that. I don't know who they were, I'm not sure where they got that from, but I thought to myself, man, why do people think that? Because that is certainly not what's happening right now. All right, so what exactly is happening in the present day market? Let's talk about forbearance. During the pandemic, many lenders said that people, to give them a break during the crisis, could forbear, take advantage of forbearance, however you want to say it, and defer their mortgage payment. So how many people took advantage of that? This is the exact number. 7.2 million Americans took advantage of forbearance. Fast forward to present day, 5.2 million people have exited forbearance completely. They're no longer part of the forbearance package that their lender offered them. All right, so now let's take a look at those 5.2 million Americans that have exited forbearance. 90% of them have either come current on their loan or paid off their mortgage balance completely. Only 6% of those 5.2 million people are delinquent on their mortgage. That's exactly 333,000 people that are still working with their lender to figure out some sort of way to get rid of their delinquency. So that leaves 4% or 195,000 people that are currently delinquent on their mortgage. They've exited the forbearance program. They're no longer allowed to take advantage of forbearance, and they are delinquent. They're not working with their lenders. They're just throwing up their hands and saying, we're not able to pay. So those 195,000 represent a likelihood of a potential short sale or a potential foreclosure. All right, so let's get back to the people that are still in forbearance. The numbers calculate out that there are still 1.74 million people that are still taking advantage of some sort of forbearance package. But here's what's really important about that group. They have equity in their homes. 87% of that group has enough equity right now to hire an agent, list their home for sale, sell the house, and walk away with proceeds. So that's how this market is really a lot different than 2007 and 2008. I mean, housing prices were plummeting, people were upside down, meaning that their loan balance was higher than the house was actually worth. That's just not the case right now. So I wanted to bring this information to you guys because I heard it out and about a couple of times, 2 or 3 times, and I wanted to support what's actually happening with data. So to come full circle on this discussion, it's really important to kind of note that back in 2007 and 2008, nearly 9 million people lost their homes. The numbers that we just discussed, you have a potential of only 416,000 foreclosures. That is a huge, huge difference. So in closing, to give you guys a little snapshot of what's happening here in South Orange County, inventory is only up 1%. And San Clemente specifically, we, for the first time all year, just saw our housing supply get a little bit above 1 month's worth of supply. 1 month's supply is a super hot seller's market, to put things in perspective. So we are still battling an inventory shortage here. I'm gonna be taking some people out today. There's only 82 homes to choose from in San Clemente. That number should be more like, in August, that number should be more like 365 to 400 homes to choose from. So we're running pretty tight margins. If you have any questions on this or how this applies to you, feel free to leave a comment below or reach out to me on email and text. I'd love to hear from you. Take care.